What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Kaika here, and I'm back with another one. So today I'm going to be doing my beginner's guide for Naruto X Boruto Ninja Tribes in general. Don't know why I said the whole full name like that, but so pretty much how I do my beginner's guide for pretty much any gacha game in general. I always just break down every section that the game has, and I just kind of just show you guys what the game has to offer, and I give you some tips on what you guys should be focusing on first along the way, and like what you should be paying attention to, and what you should be investing your time or resources into. Let's get straight into it. So I start over here on the far left. Pretty much self-explanatory. Let's go into the inbox. So like I said, self-explanatory inbox. This is pretty much all gacha games, or all games like these have these. This is where the development team is gonna be like pushing rewards like into your gift box, stuff like that. If they have anything they're offering, or this is also where you'll also be getting some of your rank rewards for raids. Depending how you rank in the raid, you will get certain like select amount of rewards. I think they reset every day, so that's how that works. Now the exchange shop also kind of pretty self-explanatory in my personal opinion. I feel like okay, so I didn't even notice 1010 was talking, but yeah, so it's pretty much self-explanatory what exchange is. It's just multiple exchange shops. You get all these different currencies from different game modes, and you're able to trade them in for different type of items, equipment for some of your units. You're able to get in fragments, some scrolls, so you can level up your units. So it's pretty much the same in all of these exchange shops. What they offer is just different variants of different types of items, but they're all the same type of items. Like they're all basically like leveling up, like scrolls and stuff, and equipment and fragments for different characters. So definitely really cool. Also to pay attention, because I know Orochimaru, she has like a lab. Orochimaru, he has like a little lab thing that shows up for only like an hour, and he offers like I guess exclusive type, different type of like variety of items that you only be able to like access for that 1 hour that he's there. Then it kind of goes away. It just shows up randomly, like where you're probably grinding. It'll just show like, oh, Orochimaru's lab is here. So pay attention for that, because you never know, he might have some solid stuff in there that you might need. So items, I don't think I need to really explain this too much. It's just basically like your overall inventory. Just shows all the items that you have access to, from like this grinding, from level up items, from materials, fragments that you have on characters, pretty much everything there. Don't need to speak on that for too much long. Seal Ninja Tool. Now you don't lock this until later in the game, but with Seal Ninja Tool, it's like this little crate system. Now randomly, when you're just grinding stuff in the game, like these crates will just pop out of nowhere, and what's gonna happen is that they're gonna show up here, and they're gonna have like a little timestamp until they're actually able to like be opened. You can buy keys so you can open them faster. Don't really suggest that you do that. You're better off just letting it go by itself. So they're really solid stuff. They offer pretty solid rewards when they do open, so definitely is that. As you level up, you will be able to unlock more slots for your crates, because you can only hold like one crate at first. I currently just got to level, I think, 38, so I'm able to hold 2 crates now. No. If I level up to the next level, I'll be able to hold 2 crates. So is that, so currently I can only hold 1, and I can have 1 that's actually running. So they offer really solid rewards. There's gold, I think platinum ones, there's bronze ones. I honestly only pay attention to the gold or platinum ones. All the rest of them I just discard them, because they're not like, the rewards are just kind of meh. So there's that. So news, I don't really think I need to talk about it too much. I don't need to talk about this at all, but I still will. It's pretty much self-explanatory. This is where they're going to tell us everything about the games, as far as maintenance, stuff like that, events, everything's all going to be here. Bug issues, all going to be there. Same thing. So that's going to be back me to the main menu. So now we're going to go to Shinobi List. Now Shinobi List, you are going to be here a lot. This is where you're going to be here like pretty much 90% of the time. Well, I'm going to say 60% of the time. You're going to be here a lot here in the team selection. So Shinobi List is where basically, obviously, where you get to look at all your characters that you have access to. Now there are attack type Shinobis, defense type Shinobis, tactical type Shinobis. All your characters that you currently have access to are here, and also even the ones that you don't have. Now you can't actually look at the units that you don't have. You can just see their art. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so used to Legends letting me see like the details on the characters that I don't have, so it was a little weird when I found out I couldn't do that. But still, all around, cool that they at least let us see like what, like, I don't know, it's not really all that impressive, because this is their 2-star art, and their 2-star art is like really generic. So is that. So that's how it is as far as the Shinobi List. Now let's go into character upgrading. Now this game has a very in-depth like character upgrading system, how far as how it goes. So you can only level up characters based on how high your account level is. So currently my account level is only like what, 36, so I can only level up this Naruto up to level 36. That's just how it works. Here are the stats. Overall, your power is just basically a collective of all your stats. So the higher you get your units and how you level them up, the higher their power will be, and the higher it will add to your team power altogether. So that's HP, attack, defense. No, their tier is just pretty much another way of leveling them up. Now here, Awaken, you need to pay attention to this, because this just shows you how far you are from your next limit break. Now these units, they all they get really good stat increases every time they get a limit break, obviously. But when they get to 5-star, they really just completely change. Like, they don't get these little cool animated arts until they actually go into 5-star, by the way. Let's just take a look at this. Beautiful, just beautiful. So yeah, they don't get those cool little animated arts until they get into 5-star and they fully awaken. So really solid. The last 2 stars are just like little slight stat increases, and then one gives you like a little extra passive. So nothing too crazy there, but definitely all around good. Speed is also something you will need to pay attention to in the future, because based on how much speed you will have when you're going into a match, depends on who goes first when you're attacking. So pay attention to that. Now stats is just all around just stats. These are like kind of sub stats. No, critical suppression rate, critical rate, guard rate, guard suppression rate. So these are all little substats that you all need to kind of like semi pay attention to and stuff like that. Honestly, only certain ones you need to pay attention to depending on the passive and skills of like the team that you're running more, or the unit and stuff. So there's that. And here's the enhancement and gear system. So this is where you're going to be here a lot as well. Like, you have to level up all the skills for all your units, and like just like when the actual units themselves, you can only level up the skills to how high your unit actually is. So since my unit is only level 34, this Naruto, I cannot level up these skills past level 34. Yep, I can't do it. So there's that. So here's gear. Gear is honestly just kind of self-explanatory. You just get these little the little requirements at the bottom, get these little items that you need, and then you'll be able to level up gear further and further as you are. Like gear obviously just makes your units a lot more powerful. No, but you do have to continue leveling up your character, and to level up your characters, you have to level up your account. So it's all in the same process. Same thing with scrolls. It's just another way of just leveling up your units and making them more powerful, increasing their stats. So all around, that's just how it goes. This is the promote section. Every time you can get a character to a certain level, you can promote them to the next tier. And the next tier is just pretty much just like everything else in this section, just increasing their stats to make your units a lot more powerful. So definitely all around so good. So you're gonna be here a lot, so definitely pay attention to the Shinobi list. That's gonna be one of your greatest tools. Now here we have the team builder section. Now this is where you're gonna also be here a lot. Now team building, that's worthy of just being its own separate video by itself. I made a team building guide, but I might redo it because I don't really like how I explain something. So there's that. So team building is pretty much just what it is. Like, this is where you're gonna be building up your team. This is where you're gonna be setting everything up. This is currently the team I'm running now. Pretty solid all around. No good synergy. Here you can see the extra details, the bonus of who's getting like what in these extra slots. So this Konohamaru and this Boruto and this I was about to say Goku for a second. In this Naruto, they getting that attack bonus here. The Shikamaru and his squad is getting the HP bonus. Shino and Hokage Naruto, they're getting the defense bonus in this slot. So all around, this is the team builder section. I guess I could just quickly show you guys what it looks like when you're building teams. So this is where you're gonna be here a lot. You can switch around your teams. Also know that the team that shows on your main screen is always gonna be the team that's in your first slot. So just pay attention to that, just if you didn't know. As you can see, so yeah, so it's always gonna be the team that's in your first slot that shows up on the main screen here. So always pay attention to that. And whatever team, whatever unit you have as your first unit in on your first slot is the unit that's going to come up when you go for the full screen art right there. So pay attention to that. If you want to know, it is really just nice to just stare at all these 5-star awakened arts. Like, just look at those, look at that chakra, look at all that aura, man. So there's that. So let's get into alliances. Now, alliances are really big in this game, to be honest. You really want to make sure that you join into alliance, or make sure that your alliance is really competitive, because without alliances, you can't do raids. And raids offer a whole bunch of extra rewards and stuff like that. So alliances, what you could do, like they have this contributor system where every like month, not every month, but every day you can contribute a certain amount to the actual alliance. No, it will continue to upgrade these little things, and then every month, like I keep saying every month, and every day you guys will be able to come into and accept rewards from all of these. You'll be able to get some Rio, so you really gonna need those level up unit Shinobi coins. It's very small increments as far as stuff, but still, it's still really good. And then the more you level up your alliance, it'll keep leveling up and upgrading, and more people who keep contributing, because people in your alliance do need to contribute. You will be able to further upgrade all these things in your alliance, and make it to where they can output more amount of currency or Shinobi coins daily. So really got to pay into alliance. And you can also get a membership upgrade where you could add more members into your alliance. When you start off, your alliance is only going to be maxed out at level 30. That's only if you want to start one. I started one my personal self. I may kick some people out if I find out they're not contributing to actually to the alliance and stuff like that. So there's that. So raids, now the way raids work is that it's basically like the raid boss has one big health bar, and everybody in your alliance just kind of just keeps taking on and just keeps depleting that health like day by day, just day by day. They just completely they'll add on to like try and take down that health bar. So it is a team type thing, so you need to make sure that people in your alliance are contributing, because if they're not, you will not be able to get high up in these raid boss levels, and you will not be able to get all those extra rewards, because every time you go up in the raid boss level, the reward you get continue to get higher, and you get these alliance coins, which will bring you back to the alliance coin exchange shop, where you'll be able to exchange for some of these items here. So all around, really solid. Like I said, alliances, you're really going to want to pay attention to alliances, because they play a major role of like how you'll be able to do things like as strictly as like daily and stuff like that. And one day they might put some like crazy stuff in that alliance exclusive shop. So is that, so pay attention to alliances. So here's the challenge area. I'm not gonna really talk about this for too much, because this is pretty much self-explanatory. This is where they just have a whole bunch of challenges where you can just check out. They offer pretty much solid rewards, stuff like that. I'm not gonna talk about for much longer, because there's nothing to really talk about there. So summons. Now here are the summons area. Not really too much to talk about. It's pretty much standard gotcha stuff. You always gotta have your summon area. You have this. You could I know every day they have like a daily where you could get a free daily, so that's pretty solid there. Now the item summon, like you don't have to summon on this. They give you a free daily for this every day as well, but you don't have to summon on this. But the reason why the item summon is actually pretty good, because they actually do drop fragments for SRs and rares are usable in this game. So they really are solid. If you just want to get that, but you don't have to summon on the item summon, to be honest. It's just, I think you should just only just stick to the free daily summons, to be my personal opinion. But they do drop some pretty solid stuff, but nothing too crazy to where I feel like you have to summon everything that they drop in the item summons. That's really if you just want to be lazy, to be honest. Like everything you drop item summons, like you just gotta like you can farm all that stuff in game like really easy. So it's, unless you're just super lazy, then there's really no reason to you personally to just farm. I mean, you spend your Rio for actually going into the item summon and summon on there. So here we have the missions tab. So we go to the missions. This is like basically all the like standard missions and stuff like that. So standard missions is basically like the story mode. This kind of like running through like basic story synopsis and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy here. If you manage to get all the stars from like being on the challenges from the story mode, then you'll be able to each chapter you'll be able to get one of these. Open up this crate and it'll give you some extra rewards. Nothing too crazy. So there's that. It is also locked by level. So each time you try and go to the next level, every time you go to a new chapter, it will be locked by a certain level, so you will have to make sure that you keep leveling up your account. So there's that. So we have elite missions. Now elite missions, you're gonna have to really pay attention to this. Every unit in the game so far is farmable. Let me not say every unit. All the SRs and rares are farmable in this game, and you can farm them through elite missions. Now they do give it out in very small portions. Do take it in mind. Like it's only like 5 or 6 per run, but like these rares and SRs, you're gonna put them so oftenly, and they are usable. A lot of these units are usable. You're gonna put them so oftenly that's where if you just start grinding them on top of when you pull them from their summons, you'll be able to I haven't summoned any URs, and I have 3 5-star units, and they're all still like pretty top tier and solid. So really going to want to be here a lot. And currently where the game is at, this is where you're probably going to be here like to skip a lot, because they offer a lot of items to level up units even higher. And also these elite missions give out the most XP than any other like no type of event in the game, as far as no farming events. So you're going to be here a lot trying to farm up units, trying to get some extra fragments, and trying to get some extra no what's those little things, like little items to awaken your equipment and stuff like that. Now, Gold Rush Drills is pretty much self-explanatory what it does. This pretty much just like where you could just run and you'll be able to get a little extra, no Ryo, no money, so you can farm up your units and stuff like that. So really good. You can only run it 2 times a day, but it doesn't require normal energy. So there's that. And the energy system is not really all that good in this game currently right now. So there's good. That's good as far as it not requiring energy. Same thing with this. This is the same thing, but just where it gives you EXP items so you can level up your units. So you'll be able to run the same stage 2 times. You can also, it also goes higher, but you have to get to higher levels to unlock the other stages. So as you progress, it will get easier because you'll be able to farm these stages, and like these EXP items give out just way more EXP. So there's that. So that's it as far as the missions and stuff like that. The missions area. Now here we have events. Now events. This is pretty much like the meat of it all. This is where like all the game modes are. Now currently where I'm at, I haven't unlocked doing exercises. This is kind of like co-op. And I heard that you can also farm fragments for characters here as well. I'm not unlocking Ninja World Tournament. And they have like, this is kind of like a, I don't know, like a PvP league type thing. Nobody has officially like unlocked it yet from what I've seen. Or at least from what I've seen. So yeah, so there's that. So Ninja Arena, you can just go ahead and take a look at this. Ninja Arena, honestly, this is kind of like it's kind of like what everybody throws PvP, but it's not. What you're doing is that this is data from current other like players. Like this is their team data, and you're just fighting up against their team data, but it's the bot controlling them. Now, the thing I don't like about Ninja Arena is that you have no control over what you're actually doing once you actually hop into battle. The computer kind of just controls everything, so it kind of can turn into a complete RNG fest. So, honestly, not really a biggest fan of it, but no, you just run it 5 times. You'll be able to keep leveling up. As you do that, you'll be able to keep collecting points, and as you keep collecting points, you'll be able to just keep getting a whole bunch of awards. So it's cool, but I don't know. I just don't like the idea of not having no control at all. We already talked about raids. Like I said, you need to unlock alliances to get raids. Say, I think it's level 23 overall. No, I don't think I need to talk about it anymore. Tower of Eternity is kind of like the survival like type thing. So what happens is that you get to a certain floor, right? Because I was left on floor 23. You get to a certain floor, and then how it works is that you just go through all the units in your box, and once you run out, like it resets the next day on the same floor that you was on, and then you can try and push and get to the next floor, starting all over again. So that's kind of how it works. So currently I'm at floor 23, and I'm going up against this Kabuto and his team. And last floor I actually started getting a little tough because it was a Sakura that had to fight up against it. Like she just kept healing the team every time I was about to go for a kill. So this team, like this game mode, you really do have to strategize a little bit about how you're going to build your teams and stuff like that. So it's all around pretty solid, pretty cool, really solid. Alright, so I noticed I completely managed to skip over talking about tribe specials and all this extra stuff down here. Now, to be honest, there's not really that much to talk about my personal opinion. Like the training area, it just kind of is what everything else is as far as team building. It's just there just to make your units even stronger. And you will have to get these little training stones. Currently, you can only get them for missions and stuff like that, and get them from like completing all the set missions on all the elite missions and stuff like that, and some of the story missions. And you'll just be able to level up your squads based off of what slot they're in. They'll get a certain buff. Like if they're in the first slot, they're offering attack stat increase, stuff like that. Same thing goes here. Even though I haven't unlocked this stuff, you can still get a little preview of what it's like. Like yeah, as you get further, you'll be able to unlock more like sub stats, like critical and stuff like that. So really all around solid. And tribe specials are pretty much like, they're like basically, you guys pretty much know what these are. If you guys like even have a slightest idea what this game is about, just from how much they've been showing off the game, this is what they've been showing off the most. Tribe specials, there's like these crazy duo attacks that all have crazy effects. They can be in trios or in duos. All depends. And like if you pair the units with the right characters, they would just be able to pull out these tribe specials and be able to outdo just crazy amounts of damage, and they just do crazy crazy amounts of things, crazy things. Some are better than others. You have to pay attention to what they do and what effects they apply to see how like effective they'll be for your team, or maybe how you like how well they'll synergize or how like your team runs. Like, so really, it is the thing you do have to pay attention to the most. I think when you're building teams, this like you really have to pay attention to like how powerful his tribe specials are. So there's that. So yeah, just wanted to make sure I talked about that. Gameplay is just another way of it's just another way of like increase. Like, I haven't unlocked it, but it's just another way of increasing your units and making them more powerful. Same thing as this, but this just applies more to like based off of the typing versus like just going off of just like the units that are on your team. Like, this applies strictly to like increasing the units, the power of certain units for certain types, like attack types, shinobi types, defensive types, and tactical types. So yeah, wanted to quickly slip that in there because I know I completely skipped over like talking about trial specials and training. Like I said, it wasn't really much to it, so we're just gonna go back to whatever else. So overall, I've pretty much covered everything that the game have to offer. I feel like, my personal opinion, I gave you some tips along the way on what you guys should be paying attention to and what you guys should be investing your time into. So personally, honestly, it's just all about the team. The game is really based around team build, so it's really just gonna be like based around trying to get build like real synergized teams and team power, my personal opinion. So there's that. So all around, really solid. I hope you guys enjoyed me running my mouth for how long it is now. So it's your boy Kai Go Last Guy for more content. Ninja Tribes, yeah, Ninja Tribes, the app version dropping. Tell me what you guys think about that. Tell me what you guys think about my beginner's guide. If you guys feel like this did help you, I'm always willing to redo these type of videos. I don't like doing these videos if I feel like I didn't help somebody. If I at least help a few of y'all, like that's a goal for me. If I felt like I was just wasting your time, then I'll definitely delete it and redo it. So it's your boy Kaiko Last Guy for more content. Tell me what you guys think about this. This is your boy with the Ninja Tribes beginner guide, and yeah, I'm out.